Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. We are back on our structure, and in the last videos we did columns, we drawn beams, we drawn the slabs and loaded them, and now we are on to a stage where we shall not only focus on one story but also focus on the other stories. So in this video we shall learn how to model stories and also learn how to create the load combinations that will enable us analyze our structure very well and easily. So without going far, I'm Godfrey and I'm from GraviCAD, and I'm here to talk about load combinations and generating other stories. So to begin with, we shall first go to our stories tab. Go to story operations, insert a story, and here we have to insert the number of stories. Let's say we want 4 stories. Press OK, and they say the following analysis will be invalidated if you proceed. I will say yes. This is because we are on the first story, but when we go to our first story, our thing is very visible and bold. So after we have created our stories, we come back to stories, go story operations, and then we edit our stories. Our stories will come here. We have story 1, story 2, story 3, and story 4. Before we start on doing this one, I shall first check here. First story bottom level. The first story bottom level simply means the distance from the ground floor up to the down side of the footing. So from our first story to the downside of our footing, we can maybe call it 1,000 meters. And then the foundation depth, maybe we can call it 500 meters. According, we have a soil which is very hard, so that it can be able to resist all the forces brought by the structure. So in our geotechnical investigation, we found out, let's say in our geotechnical investigation say that we should use a foundation depth of 500, we can use 500. Then this first story, bottom level, I simply mean the distance from the ground floor up to the lower side of the foundation, or the footing. Actually, here I had to put negative because will be counted following the downer side, not going up. So here we are. Make sure that as we are counting going down, we call it negative, and as we are counting moving upwards, we shall call it positive. So after making the decisions here on the first story bottom level and the foundation depth, we shall come here to the height of our stories. So story 1 will be the ground floor, starting from the ground floor, and in most cases civil engineers always use 3,000 meters. But for this, we shall first change this to 1,000. That can make our level up to 0. So the ground floor will always have a level of 0. This one I'm putting it such that it counts from the negative side of this up to the ground floor. So it means that our second story will be at a height of 3,000 meters from the ground floor. The third story will be at a depth of 3,000 and 6,000 from the first floor, and we can describe them. This one can be at the plinth level. This one can be the plinth. This one being the first floor. this one being the second floor, and this one being the third floor. Yeah, so we have done our settings like this. And maybe if I want to change maybe this one to a height of 3200, I can put it, and what we shall see in our level, it will have to change. Yeah, so for this one, I've created my stories, made the descriptions, and the structure system here, it will be a reinforced concrete system. And if we have concrete columns and concrete beams, it will be a reinforced concrete system. Or else if you have steel, you can use steel. Yeah, so it is matter of clicking in it, go to the drop down. If you have steel, then you mark steel. Yeah, but for this we have a reinforced concrete structure. Yeah, so after this I will press OK and press yes. As you can see, our stories have been formed here. Story 0, which is at the bottom of the foundation, is at negative 1000 meters, and these ones are following. Yeah, so this one is at the prince level. We have done this at the prince level, and at the second floor, at the first floor, there is nothing. Yeah, so what do we do in order to generate these stories up to the third floor? Yeah, so what I will do, I will do what? I will come to the plinth level, and I highlight all these structure members, left click, drag, and I highlight all these members, the columns, the walls, the slabs, each and everything, and then right click. After right clicking, I will say generate members to other stories. Yeah, when I generate here, I will say second floor, in order to also check third floor and fourth floor, second floor and third floor. We'll press Control, select second floor, select also the fourth floor, the third floor, and I press OK. So slab strips cannot be generated, but others have been generated. When I close and I go to my views, check the 3D plan. It is coming, it is loading, as you can see, and go to style vertical. What? Let me remove this. Yeah, tile vertical, we shall have our structural component like this. Yeah, so these foundations are not supposed to be there. It's because I had already run the analysis, but when you go to the first floor, maybe let me delete these foundations. Press Control, and I delete. I don't want columns. Press OK. This is press Control, highlight this, delete, press OK. Yeah, so I have my structure without the footings. Yeah, so before I continue, I would like to maybe tell you how to design a slab. Last time we did a slab load, but now we are going to construct a beam load. Yeah, so if you go to our prince level, and these beams don't have these beams don't have the walls, what I can do, I will highlight this beam, right click, and edit a wall load, like how I did for the slab loads. Yeah, so I will choose a wall here, which will be any of this one, maybe this, and it will ask us to specify the wall height, which is the headroom we chose, which was 3 meters, and also the wall thickness. We are able to change it, let's say, to 350 millimeters. Yeah, so when we specify this and we come here, that it will specify for us a dead load, which is equal to 21. Yeah, so when I press OK, it will be formed here. But as you can see, it is very big. It is exceeding the breadth of the slab, the breadth of the beam. So what I will do, I will have to first remove it. Ctrl+Z. I have to first remove the wall load. Escape. Delete a wall load. Yes. So what we shall do here, before I do that, I will first make a partition wall loads. Come here, then input my own, which is a 250 wall load, a 250 millimeter wall. Input the thickness, the layers, select material. I need bricks, which are of 20 newtons, but the layer thickness now will be 200. The layer thickness will be 0.2. Then the load will be specified there, and then I add a material which will be plaster, and the plaster, which has a unit weight of 18 kilonewton per meter cubed. The thickness will be 0.05. Yeah, so if I click here, it will be 0.05. Yeah, actually this one is in millimeters. Yeah, so I will make it 200 millimeters, and also this one change it to 50 millimeters. Yeah, so we are able to see our load values of the load. I will press OK, such that when I come here to insert edit a wall load, I will choose a load which I have made, which is a 250, and specify the wall thickness, which was 250 millimeters, and the wall height will be 3000, which are 3 meters. When I press OK, our wall load will be formed here, and what I will do, will just come here, copy the wall load, and click all other beams in this model. And this one, and this one. Actually, you select all of them while holding Control, and right click, and we say paste the copied beam loads, and we say yes. As you can see, escape. The whole of the beams are having the wall loads. If we come to our 3D view, I think we can be able to see the wall loads. Then if I want to generate these members to the other stories, what I will do, I will use a selection filter, which is in modeling, selection filter. I will deselect all this, then I check what I need. But for the wall loads, I think they are not shown here. I think the wall loads are not shown here, but we shall have to also generate other stories. What I will do, I will select the beams. where the beams, and I click all this, and what I will do, I will generate the members to other stories. Select story 1, also this and also this, and you press OK and you press yes. Close. Yeah, they already exist. So what I will do, maybe go to first floor. I delete all these structure elements. Maybe let me first close this, cancel, close this, come here, select all of them, I delete them, press OK. Come to my second floor, select all these members, delete them, press OK. Come to the first floor, select these members and delete them. And delete them. Okay. So that when we go to our place level, having the beams with the wall loads, I can select all these and right click, then generate members to other stories. Check 2, press Ctrl, check 3 and 4 and press OK and press yes. As you can see in our 3D model, all the beams have been generated, all the structure elements have been generated to the other stories. Yeah. So before I go far, before I leave this, we have to do the load decomposition, and then we call it a day. So load decomposition simply means we are decomposing loads to the footing. Yeah. So what in the load decomposition, what will take place? We shall have the slabs obtaining their loads, decomposing them to the beams, and the beams decomposing them to the columns until the loads are onto the ground level. Yeah. So what we shall do, we shall go to the loading and do load decomposition by FE. Yeah. After doing the load decomposition, we shall start from the last floor, which is the first story, which is the third floor, and we shall do a chase down. Yeah, from the first up to the prince, and we shall press OK, and giving us a warning, but we shall say continue, and the loads will start calculating easily. Yeah. So as you can see, the process is taking place. Preloading processor, and we wait a bit. So it has gone to the first floor, second, first, and it will end up at the prince. As you can see now, it is at the prince. Then here it will show beam loads have been calculated at all stories. Yeah. So you press OK, and the calculate slab load will have to be marked here. Yeah. So when the load decomposition is done, and when we are closing it, we shall apply to all beams in the model. Press all beams in the model, and then the load decomposition will have been carried out. Yeah. So that was it for today. Thank you for those who have watched our videos to the end, and if this video has been helpful, please like, share and comment our video, and always don't forget to subscribe if you are new on this channel. Yeah, I remain Gal, and I'm from GalCAD. We are here to talk about all the softwares in engineering. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye. Let me see you in our next video.